A feast for my blade. Is that treasure?
I don't look up to anybody.
Through the flames. Ahoy, Marley. I'm ready for the court to assemble.
Oh, so you found conclusive evidence?
Indeed. I'll call in the victim and appoint the jury and a judge.
I expected you'd want to be the judge.
It would be far easier if I was still judge, jury, and executioner. Then again, those times are behind me, yes? I've seen it happen. How are we holding up?
Harmed head hurts harrowingly.
I believe you. I'm sure you'll recover swiftly. The court will be in session soon.
Craven confessions creak creepily.
Ha! They do indeed. Once more onto the beach. Pinkos, I need your assistance once more.
Assistance? I don't appreciate being affiliated with such an obsequious term.
I need a judge at my court.
A judge? Me? Why didn't you lead with that? Of course I'll be a judge.
I can count on you then?
Count on me? It's in my title, Teresa. Of course you can count on me.
Let's get a better view.
Oh, look who's clambered out of her roost, Pete. A yellow flamingo? No, it's the white crow, you pillock.
You are hereby summoned to Marley's court.
Oh, the last time I was summoned, I forgot my name.
I see where this is going.
Pirates, skeletons, defendants, and accusers, please rise to your feet.
Sorry, they don't have any.
Permission to remain tied to the ship granted. The prosecution may now present the charges.
Today we've gathered on the account of poisoned rum and the ensuing damages to a skeleton. During the investigation, the prosecution found ample amounts of poisoned rum in the Marley's hold.
Objection, Your Honor! Misrepresentation of our storage. The amounts were at least significant.
Sustained.
Significant amounts of poisoned rum in the hold. And one of the barrels showed clear evidence of tampering.
And that concludes the case. Pete and the Nameless One, you're hereby...
A moment, Pinkos. If Pete and the Nameless One truly were meddling with their rum, they'd done it to all their supplies. Yet there was only one barrel which had been tampered with. Therefore, the prosecution would like to call in the victim. Please display your affliction.
Abominable adulteration amplitudes affliction.
Now, Pinkos, here, this is a small sample of the rum of the afflicted barrel. Smell it.
looks like.
Your missing batch of tobacco.
My missing... But yes, of course. Ha! That leaves only one conclusion. The perpetrator is me.
No, Pincus, you didn't do it. The perpetrator is no other than... the victim himself.
Contagious claims carry contentiousness.
Ooh. Should we go ahead and compare your footprints with those at the scene of the crime?
Daringly drink despicable distillate.
Huh?
Could it be that he's urging us to drink the rum?
Approved agreements accrue acknowledgement.
The judge orders the court to sample the rum.
As it so happens, I do have a small sample here, Pincus.
Objection! The sample has been obtained without admission.
Overruled. The judge is quite thirsty. Ah. Oh, my! Why are you so worried? This is most excellent.
A bit too excellent, perhaps. The rum on the Marley is usually fine, but this is extraordinary.
Inequality inebriates insufferably, inconsistently.
Indeed. When I entered Pete and the Nameless hold, I was surprised to find 3 different barrels. One that held the poisoned rum that barely smelt like rum, one that held normal rum, and a 3rd barrel containing what we just drank. I wonder how on a ship where everybody is supposed to get the same rum, you can explain these 3 different casks. You've watered down the skeleton's rum and kept the best for yourselves, which would mean a blatant violation of the Marley's code. Is there anything you'd like to say in your defense?
Pete's fallen asleep. So, I'll confess for the both of us.
Another confession, then. Good. You have heard the evidence. What is your verdict, Pincus?
In the case of the literary skeleton, I find the victim guilty on all counts. As a punishment, I order the victim to act as a court scribe. These dreary procedures could certainly use a bit of a literary sprinkling. In the case of the bad rum, Pete and the Nameless One are ordered to send the good rum to my quarters.
Pincus?
Where it will promptly be redistributed to the rest of the crew. The court is adjourned.
Change in position. Enjoying the rum?
The little that is left for me. Justice can be such a nuisance sometimes.
Ha! Tell me about it.
I say, Teresa, how did you figure out that I'd lost my tobacco?
Since I've known you, you have been insufferable. A flat-out fool, and I can't believe I haven't shot you. But you never once denied me a smoke. Look, Pincus, for what it's worth, you're not a bad man. You're just a bad person.
You do have a way with words if you choose to apply yourself. Have you ever considered writing your own memoirs?
I do write. Very rarely. But I prefer wood carving. Keeps my hands and thoughts busy.
I always saw it as a way to be kept alive long after death. Admittedly, a habit that I picked up before I embarked upon this eternal path.
Eternity can be a frightening thing.
We made a strange choice, didn't we?
Do you have a smoke or not? I see where this is going.
Any coin? The cannon is mightier than the sword. Let's get moving, eh? Ready to serve.
I like... Set a course, navigator. Where to, navigator? Angler's Grave. Long ago, a mighty leviathan of the seas was dragged onto this island by brave and foolish hunters. Today, a bustling shantytown thrives in the shadow of the angler's bones, welcoming sailors, smugglers, and scoundrels of all kinds. At the markets, you'll find meat and marrow of the ancient carcass, and the rare fish the angler's lantern lures from the black depths. Every few years, during the Angler Festival, the creature's remains begin to regenerate, providing the residents with a bountiful harvest. This year, the Inquisition have decided to thwart the festival, establishing a small garrison and harassing the townsfolk. The graveyard is of special attention to them, as the angler's guts have long seeped into the soil, drenching the earth with soul energy. Calamity Reef. This graveyard of haunted wrecks was once the site of a sea battle between Blackbeard and the Third Iron Fleet. Energies unleashed by Blackbeard during the clash have twisted this place beyond reason. Shipwrecks lie smashed and grounded by rampant physics, while ocean flora grows in abundance in the open air. Lost souls mingle here, with the mindless echoes of the dead, who prowl the sands in endless mockery of their final moments. The lighthouse stands at the epicenter of the catastrophe, perpetually frozen in its shattering, its glow driving away the very tides themselves. The Inquisition has established a shaky foothold here, though cleansing this place would take them years, if doing so were even possible. Here, at Calamity Reef, a black pearl rests upon the highest point.
You mean the falling lighthouse?
Aye. The zealots are swarming it like ants, but its powers deny them entrance.
And we could get in?
We might have a better chance than them. Still, I don't know the kind of forces at work here.
I say we knock at the door and see for ourselves.
Very well. Choose our landing, navigator.
No surprise, really.
Ah, of course. I'm with you.
Likely a poor choice. That won't be a challenge. Oh, smoking right. Nothing I can't afford.
Teresa, para servirle.
A ghostly pleasure.
My sight reaches far. blood will flow.
That won't be a challenge.
Each what they deserve. Come to me! It's done.
Big problem? Bigger solution.
I stand ready.
The court is in session. Change in position. I knew this would come.
D'accord.
The verdict is clear. The White Crow stands ready.
Pass. We could consider this.
Ugh, I won't listen to this any longer.
Perhaps you need rest.
So a soul pilot.
Still breathing. Still sane. Let's get a better view. A record of the past. The crow flies. Teresa, ready to serve.
Any progress in finding weakness?
The fire hungers for us.
Fueled by this corrupted power, it will truly demand to study.
We may have need to return here. A new chapter in my memoirs.
Foreign tracks? What madness is this? Maiden, hone my senses.
My sight
Any aberration
reaches
shall
far.
be rectified. My hand shall stay calm in the face of evil.
Where the wind blows, cannonballs fly.
Another pair of eyes
the
might do the
wicked shall
trick.
be cleansed
I
by
like the
fire.
taste of it. We may reconsider our options. Visi Vincent.
Oh,
To see the world with different eyes.
Losing track of time. Aye. Something strange is in the air.
pearl. It is in there somewhere.
Yes, I agree. At least as long as we have the lighthouse surrounded, no one else will get on top of it.
Anything you find worthy of reporting?
I've worn out 3 pickaxes so far. Soon, I will grab the 4th.
So a soul pilot could just waltz through the door.
Indeed. I will continue my examination.
How is the door looking?
Nothing has changed. It resists all my attempts at entry.
Can I expect the walls to fall soon?
Well, no, not really. They look weak, but they're rather sturdy.
Any progress in finding weakness in the barrier?
Were it not fueled by this corrupted power...
The verdict is clear. Once more onto the bridge.
That seems...
Teresa, ready to serve.
Is there something that could expedite this procedure?
I thought we could shoot a cannon at it, but I'm not even sure it would do anything.
Where the wind blows, cannonballs fly.
So,
My
this runs
sight
on soul
reaches
energy,
far.
I presume.
It does. It looks like a spell that lets other soul energy-infused entities pass. We could consider this.
The pearl. It is in there somewhere.
Yes, I agree. At least as long as we have the lighthouse surrounded, no one else will get on top of it.
Anything you find worthy of reporting?
I've worn out
At your
3
command.
pickaxes so far. Soon, I will grab the 4th.
So a soul pilot could just waltz through the door.
Indeed. I
Marley
will continue
aids us.
my examination.
How is the door looking?
Nothing has changed. It resists all my attempts at entry.
Big problem? Bigger solution.
Expect the walls to fall soon?
Well,
Out with you.
not really. They look weak, but they're rather sturdy.
Teresa, para servirle. The court
Progress
is in
finding
session.
weakness in the barrier?
Let's not ask for
Were it not
permission.
fueled by this corrupt
It's going to be
power,
bumpy.
it would truly be a marvel to study.
Et les canons.
Fight to another always amuses me. Is there any other way inside?
The vegetation. That seems a thought worth considering. Things uncalled for. This warrants an investigation. The maiden will watch over us in our pursuit.
Is there something that
conflict
could
anticipated.
expedite this procedure?
I thought we could shoot a cannon at it, but I'm not even
Divergences
sure it would do anything.
The design deems us to resume our duties.
So, this runs on soul energy, I presume.
It does. It looks like a spell that lets other soul energy-infused entities pass. We could consider this.
The pearl. It is in there somewhere.
Yes, I agree. At least as long as we have the lighthouse surrounded, no one else will get on top of it.
Anything you find worthy of reporting?
I've worn out 3 pickaxes so far. Soon, I will grab the 4th.
So a soul pirate could just waltz through the door.
Indeed. I will continue my examination.
How is the door looking?
Nothing has changed. It resists all my attempts at entry.
Can I expect the walls to fall soon?
Well, no, not really. They look weak, but they're rather sturdy.
Any progress in finding weakness in the barrier?
Were it not fueled by this corrupted power, it would truly be a marvel to study.
Is there any other way inside?
That seems worth considering.
I'll remember.
Is there something that could expedite this procedure?
I thought we could shoot a cannon at it, but I'm not even sure it would do anything.
So, this runs on soul energy, I presume.
It does. It looks like a spell that lets other soul energy-infused entities pass. We could consider this.
The pearl. It is in there somewhere.
Yes, I agree. At least as long as we have the lighthouse surrounded, no one else will get on top of it.
Anything you find worthy of reporting?
I've worn out 3 pickaxes so far. Soon, I will grab the 4th.
So a soul pirate could just waltz through the door.
Indeed. I will continue my examination.
How is the door looking?
Nothing has changed. It resists all my attempts at entry.
I knew this would come.
Can I expect the walls to fall soon?
Well, no, not really. They look...
Come on, I'll be careful. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Any
Time is
progress in
moving
finding
fast.
weakness in the barrier?
Were it not fueled by this corrupted power, it would truly be a marvel to study.
Bourgeois.
Purge the undead heretic!
Right,
This soul will do its own bidding in a...
Return.
Is there something that could expedite this procedure?
I thought we could shoot a cannon at it, but I'm not even sure it would do anything.
So, this runs on soul energy, I presume.
It does. It looks like a spell that lets other soul energy-infused entities pass. We could consider this.
The pearl. It is in there somewhere.
Yes, I agree. At least as long as we have the lighthouse surrounded, no one else will get on top of it.
Anything you find worthy of reporting?
I've worn out 3 pickaxes so far. Soon, I will grab the 4th.
So a soul pirate could just waltz through the door.
Indeed. I will continue my examination.
How is the door looking?
Nothing has changed. It resists all my attempts at entry.
Can I expect the walls to fall soon?
Well, no, not really. They look weak, but they're rather sturdy.
Any progress in the barrier?
Were it not fueled by this corrupted power, it would truly be a marvel to study.
The verdict is clear.
Is there any other way inside?
That seems a thought worth considering.
Is there something that could expedite this procedure?
I thought we could shoot a cannon at it, but I'm not even sure it would do anything.
Teresa, para servirle. The court is in session.
Like moths to the firecracker.
So, this runs on soul energy, I presume.
It does. It looks like a spell that lets other soul energy-infused entities pass. We could consider this.
Ah, I would have forgotten otherwise. Where do I put...
To each what they deserve. Up.
Yes, I agree. At least as long as we have
The White Crow stands ready.
Nothing else will get on top of it.
I knew this would come. I see where this is going.
J'écoute!
Anything you find worthy of reporting?
I've worn out 3 pickaxes so far. Soon, I will grab the 4th.
So a soul pilot could just waltz through the door.
Still
Indeed.
breathing.
I will continue my
Still sane.
examination.
A slap on the wrist. Change in position.
How is the door looking?
Not big problem. Bigger
All
solution.
my attempts at entry.
I see.
Can I expect the walls to fall soon?
Well, no, not really. They look weak, but they're rather sturdy.
Let me tell you what they said.
The fire hungers for us.
Any progress in finding
The
weakness
cannon
in
is
the barrier?
mightier than the
Were it
soul.
not fueled by this corrupted power. Oh,
Let's
it would
capture
be
this
a
moment in
marvel to study.
Teresa, ready to serve. Dicho y hecho.
Ready for a challenge. Where to? I miss the waves under my feet. As you command.
Is there any other way inside?
That seems a thought worth considering.
Is there something that could expedite this procedure?
I thought we could shoot a cannon at it, but I'm not even sure it would do anything.
So, this runs on soul energy, I presume.
It does. It looks like a spell that lets other soul energy-infused entities pass. We could consider this.
The pearl. It is in there somewhere.
Yes, I agree. At least as long as we have the lighthouse surrounded, no one else will get on top of it.
Anything you find worthy of reporting?
I've worn out 3 pickaxes so far. Soon, I will grab the 4th.
My sight reaches far.
So a soul pilot could just waltz through the door.
Indeed. I will continue my examination.
How is the door looking?
Nothing has changed. It resists all my attempts at entry.
Can I expect the walls to fall soon?
Well, no, not really. They look weak, but they're rather sturdy.
Any progress in finding weakness in the barrier?
Were it not fueled by this corrupted power, it would truly be a marvel to study.
I'm glad your memories are still working now.
Is there any other way inside?
That seems a thought worth considering.
Is there something that could expedite this procedure?
I thought we could shoot a cannon at it, but I'm not even sure it would do anything.
Still breathing. Still sane.
So, this runs on soul energy.
Back up! Good!
It does.
Well, now.
It looks like a spell that lets other soul energy-infused entities...
I'm losing control! It's my brother's...
You sure you remember correctly, Marty?
It does. It looks like a spell that lets other soul energy-infused entities pass.
The White Crow stands ready.
The pearl. It is in there.
Still breathing.
Yes, I agree.
Still sane.
At least as long as we have the lighthouse surrounded, no one else...
The crow has claws.
Anything you find worthy of reporting?
I've worn out 3 pickaxes so far. Soon, I will grab the 4th.
Through the flames.
A wise decision.
Big problem? Bigger solution.
Flame? It's quite hot, eh?
Well, now.
So a soul pilot
Cannon
could
is
just
mightier than
waltz
the
through the door.
My grasp of this body is slipping.
More target practice. I've seen it happen.
I stand against the Tempest.
So a soul pilot could just waltz through the door.
The Inquisitor.
Yes, sir.
Do you happen
Well,
to
that's a
know?
bit-
I'm losing control.
Marin returns us.
I stand against the Tempest.
Changing
Why are we
position.
wearing these woolen robes?
I missed the waves under my feet.
So a soul pilot could just waltz through the door.
My grasp.
Again and again and again. It's done.
Ready for a challenge.
Ah, it's you again. Do you not remember me? We conducted our 311
through the door.
patrol together.
Indeed. I will continue my examination.
Well, now.
Changing position. Time waits for no one, except us.
How is the door looking?
Nothing has changed. It resists all my attempts at entry.
Can I expect the walls to fall soon?
Well, no, not really. They look weak, but they're rather sturdy.
I stand against the Tempests.
Any progress in finding weakness in the barrier?
Were it not fueled by this corrupted power, it would truly be a marvel to study.
Is there any other way inside?
That seems a thought worth considering.
What is that?
I did not see myself alone here. I see penance
This
in your
one is
future.
special.
Prognosticar waits for no one.
The White Crow stands
Keep
ready.
me waiting. Will I find you? I cannot see. I seek you out. Come forth. Gone.
Timeless plunder.
It must be.
So, this runs on soul energy, I presume.
It does. It looks like a spell that lets other soul energy-infused entities pass. We could consider this.
My sight reaches far.
The pearl. It is in there somewhere.
Yes, I agree. At least as long as we have the lighthouse surrounded, no one else will get on top of it.
Let's not ask for permission.
What do we
So a
have
soul
here?
pilot could just waltz through the door.
Indeed.
Sure as a stone.
I will continue my examination.
Remember the dead.
How is the door looking?
Nothing has changed. It resists all my attempts at entry.
Any progress in finding weakness in the barrier?
Were it not fueled by this corrupted power, it would truly be a marvel to study.
Is there any other way inside?
That seems a thought worth considering.
To each what they deserve.
The attack fails. My path continues.
Your verdict strikes true, Gael.
As you command.
The court is in session.
Swiftly.
The verdict is clear. The crow flies.
I'll remember.
Big problem? Bigger solution.
No.
The crushing strength of a canoness. The fire hung up. Let fate be our judge.
Aye.
Teresa, ready to serve.
J'écoute. Back up. Good.
Teresa, para servirle.
Welcome to my humble abode. You've come for an accord, I presume.
A card? What's that supposed to mean?
Are not pirates taught proper vocabulary anymore?
Did they ever?
When I was a youth of your age, we used to undulate between locutions and appellations, merely to loosen our jaws.
Can you follow this, Marley?
With the utmost respect, Keeper of the Lights. These are trying times which force upon us a great haste. Thus, we come to humbly ask for the black pearl you keep.
Ostensibly some of you have accommodated yourself with the appropriate phraseology. Woefully, there is a man who, albeit dressed as a scholar, lacks a proper diction. Who is also currently tormenting my remains. If you rid me of him, I will grant you entrance to the heights of my lighthouse, on top of which you will find the pearl that you seek.
We will see that it is done. Time is moving fast.
The future points.
Do you have a penchant?
Don't act like you can't hear me.
Any cannons loose?
I knew this would come.
Is it time?
Words. Nothing.
I know.
Let's not forget, yes?
Your memories are much appreciated. I like the taste of it.
Oh?
A ghostly pleasure. Speak, or the maiden's flame will devour you. Whom will I taste this time? Wie Sie wünschen. Ah, let's take another view. There's no sense resisting.
The White Crow stands ready.
Soon.
Where the wind blows, cannonballs fly.
Hanging there like you've nothing to hide.
At your command.
Don't act like you can't hear me.
Feel it.
All right.
Rest. Where did the time go?
Speak, or the maiden's flame will do.
I like this one.
The Inquisitor. Her methods are unusual.
We must trust her judgment.
There's no sense resisting. Your perseverance will crumble soon.
Where did the time go? This
That image.
The court is in session.
It shall not be hastened by your blade.
Through the flames.
I know.
Teresa, ready to serve.
Your very existence blemishes my sight.
There was no better way to do it.
Oh, thank you. His constant berating was starting to severely strain my nerves. Here, I'll open this hatch for you. It will lead you to the place you desire.
Are you sure this hatch leads anywhere?
Why wouldn't it? It's a hatch. Really the youth of these days.
To each what they deserve. The
Let's not
future
forget.
calls.
Yes. This moment is ours.
Through the flames.
Ready for a challenge.
Another round in the circus. Change in position.
Wait.
Any interruptions today?
There was no better way to do it.
This is not a common hatch. Let me remind you.
Bit your rash for me.
All right.
The fire hungers for us.
I don't look up to anybody.
Judgment is at hand. Let's get a better view. I see where this is going. The task is done.
Let's get out of here before the lighthouse has more surprises for us.
I stand against the tempest.
Bit your rash for me.
Sure as the storms. We may come back here. Swiftly.
Something strange is in the air.
Something's not right. Can't you feel it?
Perhaps you need rest.
The White Crow stands ready.
D'accord.
This moment is ours.
My sight reaches far. Through the flames.
Perhaps.
No mercy given. A record of the past.
ready for a challenge.
Still breathing. Still sane.
I think we earned ourselves a few cups
what they
after
deserve.
that.
Once more onto the bridge. Back to the Marley. Close your eyes.
Navigator, a word when you have time.
Preparation is key.
I like it already.
Have you noticed anything strange recently?
Not outside the usual. Why?
I've started to feel a presence slinking at the edge of my awareness. It is unnerving, like a worm crawling through my insides.
Your insides, eh? I could head down there, play the worm catcher.
Where would you even start? No, I will put Estelle to the task. Until she finds out more, any holes below the training deck will remain closed.
I see. As you command. Well, Mordecai.
Animals.
You said I'd find
Got any
answers in the
favorites?
lower
A
halls.
dog.
But how do I
Loyal,
get down
obedient,
there?
and able to fetch me my slipper.
Gael.
One moment. Hold this.
Oh, that's heavy.
No, that's a wrench.
Yeah, I mean, I see that. It's just a particularly...
Now, hold this.
That's a cannon. I can't hold it. No!
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me take it back.
Oh.
Your soul isn't blessed with particular strength, is it?
Well, up until now, I thought that I could hold my own, but...
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Just remember there's always bigger fish in the sea. You should meet my family sometime. There, I'm considered one of the small ones.
That's honestly a little hard to believe.
We're sailing on a legendary Red Marley, and that's what you find hard to swallow?
Well, if you put it like that, I see your point.
Good. It was nice talking to you, but the cannonry is not fixing itself.
Do you need any help?
I'd rather not be accused of crushing our latest crew member. Let me do my job, and you do yours, and keep us on course.
Aye.
Signora.
An old woman out, will you?
Just the man I
None
was
of our
looking for.
skeletal servants able-bodied enough to assist you. My galley is the battlefield. If you must.
The court is in session.
The dish takes shape. Hello, Gertrude. I just wanted to check in.
Oh, Gael, it's you. How delightful.
No, it's... well, yes. It is me, Gael.
And what bothers you today? You never talk to me unless something ails you.
I apologize, Gertrude.
Oh, don't apologize. When you grow as old as I have, you become accustomed to less and less people relying on you. Thus, I've come to cherish the moments when someone looks to me for guidance. And I would advise you to do the same, my child.
I must again thank you for your wisdom, Gertrude.
Ah, but then, why don't you entertain me with a bit of poetry, Gael?
Poetry? No, well, I know of one piece. It is very old and has been spoken among my clan for generations. Swallow in the dusk. Spare my little buzzing friends among the flowers.
How beautiful. Thank you, Gael. Now, go and seek pleasure in your usual tasks. Maybe they will find a way to surprise you.
The pantry is full and I haven't cooked all day. I must remedy this at once. It will be done. Huh? What are you doing here, Sakana?
Sensei, I did it. The mission was a success.
Hold still, Sakana. You are rapidly losing blood. What happened to you?
The mission must remain secret.
I see. Well, there are several pieces of sanctified iron in your flesh. Your only chance of survival is their quick removal.
There is no need, Sensei. The mission succeeded. My purpose is fulfilled.
No, Sakana. Do not confuse your life's purpose with that of your mission. Now hold still and calm your breathing. I will have to remove these shards one by one. And that is the last one. A couple of days rest and you should fully recover.
The pain, it is lessening. What was that technique you used, Sensei?
That technique was called cooking. It is a humble art I've taught myself over many years at sea.
Cooking? I've never heard of it. Do you think I could learn it, Sensei?
My late sensei used to say, with the mastery of one skill begins the discovery of another. And as you've shown yourself to be a very capable student, I'd be willing to give you a chance. Under one condition.
Which is, Sensei?
Well, you have to pass a small test, of course. If you can obtain a frying pan from Mordecai's cabin, I will accept you as a student, Sakana.
Yeah? Careful negotiation.
Aye.
Where to, navigator?
Let's try a new recipe.
What do we have here?
Don't sell me short.
What's in it for me? Consider it done. I like these odds.
Your host has become a bit paranoid, hasn't she?
Perhaps the Marley started to notice your little visits here.
Please, Signora. Oh, I'm far too good for that.
In that case, I have a favor to ask of you. I'd like to have a look into the Marley's deeper holes. Easy for you, eh?
Indeed. But the question is, why should I help you?
Watching me stumble around blindly must have lost its luster by now. What say you we tip the odds a little in my favor?
Signora, some would call that cheating.
Let them. We're pirates after all.
Very well, Signora. Shall we begin?
Ah, my thanks, Jester. Where are we exactly?
The Marley's deeper holes, of course.
Anywhere in particular?
Your request was rather lacking in specifics.
Very well. Off to explore.
Don't worry. I'll catch up.
Well, well.
Anything particular we're looking for?
I'll tell you when I find it. I'll be there soon. Aye.
Ignatia's still following us, Captain.
Ah, she has tenacity, I'll give her that.
Capita! Our cannons are no match for theirs, if they catch up.
No, they won't. They'll lose her in the cutthroat keys.
Madness, Mordecai. Not even Sir Reginald can get through there in one piece.
I can do it, Captain. Just give the word.
Ah, I knew you'd be up for it. Carry us through, Marley.
A memory of their struggle against Ignatia.
Indeed. In fact, all the memories here pertain to that particular subject.
In that case, I'm sure you know which memory I'd like to find.
You might be closer than you think.
Straight to the point. Consider it done. No second thoughts, eh? Now we're getting somewhere.
You won't escape this time, Mordecai.
My right is almost complete.
It's me she wants. I'll stop her.
No, I'll find a memory. There must be one.
She got us good this time. If I don't go now, she'll have us all.
Captain, don't leave.
Flee, Marley. You know what she's after. Follow the clues. Find my treasure and send it back to the below.
Captain! Captain!
That's not in my power. Ah, there we have it. The last memory of Mordecai.
Ah, yes. Very sad. But have you picked up on a certain detail?
Aye. He told the Marley to destroy the treasure. The Marley never mentioned that part. I need to learn more. We'll need to do this again, and soon.
Do not expect me to come at your beck and call, Signora.
You've shown up reliably thus far. I'll just take my chances.
I knew you had a gambling soul in you. A presto, Signora.
Navigator, have you yet to chart a new course? What's keeping you?
Just log in a few things. I'll get right to it.
Animals. Got any favorites?
A dog. Loyal, obedient, and able to fetch...
Straight to the point.
No, sir. Second thoughts, eh?
Oh, such tragedy! A broken mirror.
How is that a tragedy?
How would I marvel at my magnificent countenance with all these shards floating around?
Please, just look at it, Quartermaster.
I suppose I could try to get a glimpse of myself in this reflective debris. Winkers, if you're hearing this, I'm dead and gone. That makes you the oldest man aboard. Ah, remember when you once told me about that servant you had? What was his name again? Yeah, never mind. Can't hear you anyway. But I distinctly remember you saying you left him somewhere. Yeah, Sebastian. He wasn't supposed to. Well, all right. There seems to have been a anticipation on my part. Indeed, there is someone who I'll have to face before I can pass whatever tribulations the captain envisions.
And here I was trembling at the thought of what the mirror might pull from your dogged sword.
Ah, yes, I had a couple of great dogs, very reliable. But no, the captain is talking of Sebastian, my loyal servant.
Great. We just find him and you talk things out? Easy work.
Yes, it was admittedly a while ago, but I'm very optimistic he's still where I last saw him.
Tell me, and I'll set a course.
In prison. More precisely, the dungeons of the Iron Bay.
Toya, ready.
The verdict is clear.
I cast for treasure. My galley is the battlefield.
That won't be a challenge.
Teresa, para servirle.
Bien sûr.
Let's see what's out there.
Ready to serve.
Opportunity calls. I like it already.
Where to, navigator?
Balanced to perfection.
My sight.
Set a course, navigator. We are close to the Iron Bay. Now your servant, you left him in a prison.
Haven't we all done things that we aren't particularly proud of?
Do you at least remember in which cell he was?
Of course, of course. What kind of barbarian forgets where they left their most trusted acquaintance? He is right there.
That cell is rather empty.
Indeed. Naught but a minor setback. Yeah, I remember them keeping particularly tight records. As they are not of those who cast away traditions lightly, I presume they still have them there. Ah, yes, there they are, tightly perused by a diligent prognosticar. Wearing the form of one of their acolytes should allow me to read about Sebastian's whereabouts. So long as the prognosticar is not looking directly at me while I browse his files. Alas, it is a risk I must take. Now, Ithia, would you be so kind and choose our lamp?
About time!
A new hunt! Finally! Oh, I'll count my treasures then.
I'll hold on to this.
My sword is razor sharp.
I wonder, Quartermaster, what made you come here in the first place?
Aha! I always wanted to experience the insides of a prison. A real one, you see, not these petty cellars my family called Kirker. So, of course, I am Sebastian, set out and tried to get ourselves in prison.
Your naivety is truly exceptional.
My dear Marley, you sound just like Sebastian.
Stay clear of him.
Straight to the point. Always move forward. A memory capture.
Don't sell me short!
Good. My tobacco was getting stale.
Many interruptions today, and yet we must carry on.
A new chapter in my memoirs. Your memories are much appreciated.
So how did you get yourself in prison?
It was surprisingly easy, actually. I just needed to display my abilities once, and we were in there faster than I could have hoped for. They do grant you a really swift trial once you're accused of using magic. Lucky us.
Lucky you, rather, since you're the one who is not in prison anymore.
You are yes, it doesn't take much to soak up. There is still room for improvement. Good.
So how did you get
My
yourself in
tobacco
prison?
was getting It was surprisingly easy, actually. I just needed to display my abilities once, and we were in there faster than I could have hoped for. They do grant you a really swift trial once you're accused of using magic. Lucky us.
Lucky you, rather, since you're the one who is not in prison.
Yes, it doesn't take much to soak up all the nuances of a prison cell. Thus, I broke out and told Sebastian to wait for me until I would find a way to free him. Which, gloriously, I'm doing now.
Can't you feel it? I'd rather concentrate on the task.
What ring
do we have here?
I like this one.
By the maiden, what happened here? Was it the curse? Or merely fate? What right is appropriate here? A cruel twist of fate, perhaps? It was meant to be, I suppose. Nothing to it.
I will draw their last breath. Likely a portion.
Said wretch! They inspire your flock to victory! Guide my hands as I prepare. Hey, lay still. I'll come to you. Come, let us hunt down your wretched assailants. I can smell your
Return.
By the maiden, what happened here? Hard to make sense of it. Was it the curse? Or merely fate? What right is appropriate here? This must have happened for a reason.
My power grows.
It was meant to be, I suppose.
I have to get a new coat anyway.
It's nothing more.
Good snout.
our hands as I prepare it. Let it bring forth our fiery wrath. May its call ring true and loud. Rectifica! Hey, lay still. I'll come to you. What vile fiend did this to you? Let us find them. Did I fall asleep?
This soul will do its own bidding in a moment.
Fire will guide and me. So the wicked shall be cleansed. I can smell your rotting
flesh.
I can't hold myself back. Hide if you can. Come forth.
Let's see what's
did this to you. Let us find them. What happened?
This soul will do its own bidding in a moment.
The darkness will not shelter you. Fire will guide me.
I can smell your rotting flesh.
I can't hold myself back. Hide if you can.
Judgment away.
Oh, this fervent fire. I must hunt you down.
Glad you have our back.
Careful, when I get you, there is nothing I can promise I won't do. Rush! Try to hide, I'm not fully in control. Cower!
I've had the most...
Straight to the point.
Apologies. Is anybody hurt? I have enough of these, like tasting wine.
Measure is unceasing.
Smoking right, is that?
You see.
It's like this. My hair!
Your flock of victory!
The maiden firms the heart. The fire steals the soul.
Nothing I can't afford. Another pair of eyes might do the trick. Inquisition steel.
I never forget.
Most interesting epiphany. Yes, you can tell me later.
No one is allowed to peruse my writings. Here I was again in the prison of my past, heroically returning to save my old servant and companion.
Are you composing your memoirs again?
Certainly. A good word is never to be left astray.
But a companion is?
Touché. I could spend hours going through such meticulous records.
Please don't.
From what I can gather, Sebastian is not listed as an inmate anymore. But it seems they throw the worldly belongings of released prisoners on a pile just outside the prison. Maybe we can pick up his trace there.
Why not use my power?
My soul is razor sharp. There's no distance. I like these odds.
Stabbed right through the chest, Savior.
I'll be there soon.
This moment is ours.
At your service. Thank you for the backup. My body fades. Restored. Let's unshackle your soul. Blink. Consider it done.
I cast for treasure. Disappear.
Restored. Death's not the end, eh?
Finders keepers.
Oh?
Right. That's a big one.
Never look back. Heave ho. No second thoughts, eh? Your help is appreciated. We're all cutthroats here.
An offer I can't refuse. The rod reaches far.
What's in it for me? Straight to the point. A sword through the heart. Always move forward. Ah! Let's get you somewhere else.
Got a good head in my chest. Anything shiny?
Carries out her task, as do we all.
I like the taste of it.
Though it is stated
Oh, ho, the luxury of memories.
And so I watched over the hall, unfit to feed the fire.
Nothing I can't afford. Good. My tobacco is
Opportunity
getting
calls.
stale.
if there is value, it's mine.
My qualities are needed. Ah, let's take another view. Likely a poor choice.
Who? Oh, I see.
My eyes do not waver from the
What do we have here?
heat. For when my vigilance is tested, my corruptions aggravate, I must be ready. I shall swing the sword, draw lines with my torch to cleanse the day. Corruption ever accumulates. Blighted. What is that? Though it is stated that corruption above a certain level is harmless, it must be watched.
Let's get moving, eh?
And so I watch over the world, unfit to feed fire.
To see the world with different eyes. That Inquisition steel. Ah, well, that's odd. These are mostly bones. Why would they... let me have a look.
Count von Presswald, is that you?
Sebastian, there you are! Wonderful! It must have been, what, 3-4 weeks since we've parted ways?
30 years, my lord.
Oh, my! Time does fly, doesn't it? You must have many a tale worth putting in the annex of my memoirs. So, let's gather up your belongings and leave this wretched place. Calm now, Sebastian. No more dilly-dallying. It has been 30 years already.
My lord, have you not noticed that I am dead?
Dead? Oh, yes, you are rather pale-looking, now that you mention it. When did that happen?
7 years ago.
Yet you're still here?
I promised I would stand firm and wait for your return.
Oh, that is very commendable, Sebastian.
Yes. Now, would my lord lower himself to gather my remains and carry me off this pile of junk?
Ah, the burdens of nobility. I will grant you this boon. Let's leave now.
Yes, my lord. Of course. Is there any particular reason my lord was held up for such an extended time?
Oh, so many, Sebastian. Soon after we parted, I met a man called Mordecai.
Black Eye Mordecai? The pirate captain?
Exactly. And to nobody's surprise, he made me quartermaster of the Red Basket. Admittedly, I mostly use the ink and paper they provide to work on my memoirs.
So, my lord signed on a pirate ship and continued writing his memoirs for the last 30 years.
Yes, in fact, there's an enormous backlog of proofreading for you to get to.
Oh.
Marley, I'm back, and I brought Sebastian here with me.
The White Crow stands ready.
Balanced to perfection.
Smoking right. Say, Aphia, aren't you the, quartermaster on this merry ride?
No, you're the quartermaster, Pincus.
Really? Ah, how exciting! And what is it a quartermaster does?
Haven't you always been the quartermaster here?
Well, you see, under Mordecai, it was considered more of an honorary title.
A quartermaster keeps tally on the hold, distributes supplies and provisions. They're also responsible for disciplining the crew. But I think the Marley has that covered.
So, I'm in charge?
What? Where did you get that from?
You yourself said I was the master.
Quartermaster, Pincus.
So, if I was looking for supplies, I'd best ask myself.
Why don't you speak to the Marley? She might be better suited to help you out.
A formidable suggestion. Much obliged, Aphia. Good snout. Marley, it is I, von Presswald, your quartermaster, speaking.
Since when are you flaunting your job title so readily?
A title is a title, Marley.
So you finally decided to accept your duties?
Duties? You do possess a sliver of humor, Marley. No, I need to create a new tobacco mix for the current chapter of my memoirs. My original one got shot out to sea.
Perhaps you should bother Pete and Nameless about such things.
Ah, yes. Do you happen to recall where they stand?
At the stern.
Stern? Like my father's attitude?
Look in the direction we are moving, and then turn around.
Ah, I see. I think it is, they say. Good, let's see. The direction the ship is moving towards should be the opposite of where the wind is facing. Oh, maybe I have that exactly wrong. I will have a look at both ends, then. Welcome on the Marley, Sebastian, your new home. You may rest in front of my cabin.
Gracious as always, Quartermaster.
Ah, and this is the Marley herself speaking. She can be a bit frightening, but eventually you'll get used to each other.
That seems most unlikely.
Hello, Ship Marley.
You're already getting along beautifully. Now, let's face that mirror together and get this farce over with.
A mirror, my love.
Ah, just some misguided magical device insisting that you and I are in a quarrel. The burdens of nobility. So, dear shattered mirror, I present to you Sebastian.
Good day.
Is this thing on?
I presume the mirror will only speak when it is satisfied.
What else could it want? I've righted my wrongs, if you insist on calling them that, and everybody is happy.
My lord, forgive my forwardness, but I believe I know what the holdup could be.
Huh? Oh, well, go on then, Sebastian. It's not like this magical mirror here is deferring to my attempts at conversation.
I have had a long time to reminisce during the many years you have left me behind. I'm not sure I can continue anymore.
Sebastian, all this time of being a pile of bones must have gotten to your head.
Doesn't my lord agree that carrying the remains of his old servant would only hold him back?
You do have heavy bones, Sebastian. What is it you want, then?
A burial by the maiden's judgment, my lord.
Oh, please, surely I've judged you plenty enough in the past.
The maiden's judgment concerns itself purely with one's conviction and devotion to the maiden's sacrifice. It has nothing to do with inconsiderate words my lord has uttered over the years.
And where would we need to go for this?
Gran Alcazar, my lord.
Ah, to break into their fortress once again, to evade their scrutiny and laugh in their faces.
No, my lord, I merely...
So there is one more adventure to be had. Pack my bag, Sebastian. We're going to your funeral.
Where to, navigator?
Such a formidable church, but there appears to be no confessor in sight.
Confessor? Why should we concern ourselves with such a lowly being?
They are trained to perform the maiden's judgment, to see that it is done properly.
I have spied one at the gardens.
It seems he has taken a stroll. Does my lord think that he could take a peek into that confessor's mind? To learn about the maiden's judgment?
Learn? A von Pressfarm, never.
Quartermaster.
Oh, well, as usual, only the best for my servants. Aethia, would you kindly choose an appropriate landing again?
Finally. Good. I'm getting rusty.
Preparation is key. The fight begins.
Sebastian, are you certain that you don't want me to say some word?
A word?
Yes, of course. The crowd was so enraptured after my speech.
Yes. Your sister was very glad you reminded everyone that her spouse was going to be her third attempt at marriage.
How far do you and Pincus go back, Sebastian?
I've seen to Pincus since he was born.
Sebastian was the only servant who remained loyal after the von Pressfarm's estate fell to bankruptcy. Now he is working for the honor of serving our house.
My lord, I have followed you under the impression that you would at least attempt to repay me for my services.
Ah, Sebastian, but I did. It's just that there were so many other necessary expenses to be covered.
Like the cakes coated in gold foil?
Especially those.
fire.
They merely follow their given task.
The White Crow stands ready.
I'm always prepared.
A bolt for your skull.
How to put this?
Through the flames.
Well, now.
I send you my resolve. Justice has been granted.
You need to ask. You can't afford it. A ghostly pleasure.
Toya! A fine blend of memories. Yokai! Simple. Hmm?
Something else.
I carry this, preparing the ingredients.
Who disturbs my sacred task? I shall not stray too far.
That's some spice.
How many cuts does it take, Toya?
Aye. Good timing, Marley.
The fire hungers for us.
My blade is ready.
just reads them off one of those iron slabs that are stored in the scriptorium.
Do you think we could acquire such a slab? To assure that the words uttered at my judgment are in accordance with the maiden's teachings?
Certainly, Sebastian. Additionally, equipment to ignite the beacon is to be found close by. And some iron dust to sprinkle on the remains should be taken as well. These seem to be all the things. Let's get them swiftly.
I stand ready.
Slice and dice.
Let's get a better view. Otra ronda. Through the flames. A record of the past.
Let's try a new recipe.
Your connections.
The fire shield.
Oh no, there's no reasoning with them.
My sight reaches far.
Aye. Something strange is in the air. They too are servants.
Good snout. Who will I taste this time?
What? Abominations.
What? One day they will get their fill.
Death is not defeat.
It's done.
Preparation is key. On my way. The Mali's special skill.
Teresa, para servirle. Still breathing. Still sane.
Begone!
Another soul for the fire.
A feast for my blade.
The crow flies.
I'm here.
You're dead now. Leave.
Cut through the shadow. It will be done.
A worthy memory.
Teresa, ready to serve.
And you're still certain that you want to do this? You know you'll always have a place at my side, Sebastian.
That is very kind, my lord. But I've made my peace with the maiden. Now I just want to bask in her glory.
And I thought I knew your type.
Type, my lord? To bask in her glory.
And I thought I knew your type.
Type, my lord?
I didn't expect that you'd long for the embrace of a centuries-old burn victim.
It is funny you should speak to my preferences in these matters, my lord.
Funny? How?
Didn't your last affair involve a courtier that arguably was a cousin of yours?
Ah, yes, I always struggled to untangle the intricacies of my family tree. Smoking right. My hair! My poor hair! No, no!
To bask in her glory.
And I thought I knew your type.
Type, my lord?
I didn't expect that you'd long for the embrace of a centuries-old burn victim.
It is funny you should speak to bask in her glory.
Forever.
And I thought I knew your type.
Type, my lord?
I didn't expect that you'd long for the embrace of a centuries-old burn victim.
It is funny you should speak to my preferences in these matters, my lord.
Funny? How?
Didn't your last affair involve a courtier that arguably was a cousin of yours?
Ah, yes, I always struggled to untangle the intricacies of my family tree.
Who disturbs my sacred task?
The
I shall
fight
not stray too
begins.
far.
Work hard and serve her diligently. The design illuminates...
A useful gift.
I knew this would come. And that was no mere animal. I shall not stray too far.
I'll remember.
Now refocus your attention and don't dare to prod your others for the answers. I can feel your connections.
fellow kindred of the Maiden. Today's studies concern the properties of the Beacon of Judgment.
Let's not forget.
Who?
Return.
Is that? Hmm?
Let's try a new recipe. That's cool. A memory for the Marley's Hold.
My sight reaches far.
Back to this.
The verdict is clear.
I heard that, you fiend! I shall not frighten.
Now refocus your attention and don't dare to prod your others for the answers. I can feel your connections.
Look at all these books. One could be reminded of the time when we broke into Louis XIV's library.
Yes, my lord. Even in death, my back still hurts when I think about carrying all those books out of there.
Well, good reading comes at a price, doesn't it?
My lord, you never actually read one of them.
Who'd have thought they'd all be in French? Darn language nobody can make sense of. Let's see, what does it say? Iron, fire, burning of the maiden, the voice of the flame, judgment. Again, I'm certain I could muster up words of much greater sacrosanctity.
Have you ever given a eulogy before, my lord?
Sebastian, surely you haven't forgotten the speech I gave at my Uncle Richard's funeral?
That was a eulogy? Oh, I was under the impression that you were attempting to open the buffet.
That was a beneficial side effect, I admit. Even in death, Uncle Richard was stingy with the food.
A poor showing for a nobleman to keep their guests hungry.
Right, Toya. Why else would one attend such a gathering if not for the food?
Interesting choice.
I can see it. Of course, you have heard of the Beacon. But do you truly know how to earn the honor of judgment? Ah, yes. You sling.
Toya! Aye. A familiar tune. In a moment. Simple. That's cool.
To each what they deserve.
Is it there?
All right, now. It's written. Yours is denied.
Toya, ready. Quickly.
Of course, you have heard.
Well now.
I'm loose.
A feast for my blade. Move like water. We may return here. 7 blades.
My path continues. The curses does not. This is the dust. Now, what would one...
And again.
The White Crow stands ready.
Simple. A taste of Tampet's time.
Teresa, para servirle.
I'm always prepared.
Do you truly know what it takes? The years of service? The sacrifices? You think you do. But you don't.
Let's try a new recipe. A refined decision.
To each what they deserve.
Balanced. Too puff. Raise with your legs. Simple. Very sensible, Marty. Move like water. Strike with precision. The trap is set. A good starter. A heavy customer.
From the ether.
Good timing, Marty. I am the blade. Slice and dice.
You see, most likely...
Raise with your legs.
Receive this highest honor.
Still breathing. Still sane. The court is in session.
This is the dust. Now, what would one do with a bag of weighty dirt at a funeral?
Sprinkling the iron dust of the maiden on the burning pyre symbolizes her willingness to burn alongside us.
Does the procedure require the entire bag?
Yes, my lord. And you may not have 1 ounce for that pipe of yours.
So work hard and serve her diligently. The design illuminates your path. You just have to follow it.
Cut through the shadow.
It's done. The crow flies.
Preparation is key.
Now refocus your attention.
A worthy man.
Prod your others.
I'm going in.
I can feel your connections.
Let's add some flavor. One arm, an ambush in the making. Yokai!
True disturbance.
My grasp of this body is slipping. Let it bring forth.
Try again.
Others for the answers. I can feel your
The white crow stands ready.
Good taste. Let's add some ambush in the making. Simple. One arm, preparing the ingredients.
In a moment.
Hey, that noise.
I shall not strike you.
Is that?
Careful! The host's instincts are taking over!
Oh, unexpected. Quickly.
Let it bring forth our fire.
Try again.
Others for the answers. I can feel your connections.
To each what they deserve. Dicho y hecho.
Fellow kindred of the maiden. Today's studies concern the properties of the beacon of judgment.
Slice and dice. It will be done. The Mali's special skill. I cannot lose.
Teresa, ready to serve.
Begone! Your very existence blemishes my sight.
Toya!
But do you truly know how to earn the honor of judgment?
Very traditional. The taste of death.
Still breathing. Still sane.
These are the matchsticks? An odd thing to be considered sanctified.
They burn with the smallest essence of Maiden's fire, and are practically inextinguishable.
Ah, we could have used such a thing in those oversized tombs in Giza.
We had our torches, my lord, until you decided to start a ruckus with the local fauna.
These spitting monsters, to think that they ride them around like mere horses.
I think we have all the things required.
Yes, it seems so. Well then, no more time to waste, I suppose. Let us start the ritual.
My blade is ready. Yokai! In a moment. Ah, a recipe for further strategy. The fight begins. Very sensible, Marley. I am the blade.
The crow flies.
This soul will do its own.
Back to this. I am the blade.
Judgment is at hand. Strange.
Careful!
Back to this. I follow the plan.
Is that strange?
Preparation is key. The oldest tricks are the best.
All right,
I heard
now.
that.
Who was
you
that?
Fiend.
Wakatta. A single strike.
Is that?
On the cursed The White Crow stands ready. Let's get
I'm losing control!
May it inspire your flock to victory!
Anybody seen my servants?
allowed. Guys.
Teresa, ready to serve.
I remember.
Your bloodlust gives you away, creature!
Find the path to victory. On my way. I'm always prepared. In a moment, follow the noise.
Strange. Who
I heard
disturbs
that,
my
you fiend.
sacred task? Commence the
They
rites
shall
of
not
inquiry.
go. Teresa, para servirle. Judgment is at hand. El muerto, al otro. Arriba! The crow
Ready
flies.
to serve. A heavy customer.
The fire hungers for us. Time waits for no one, except us.
A new chapter in my memoirs.
Well now.
A ghostly pleasure.
What?
I presume that's going to hurt.
I'll keep it stored.
This will ruin my coat.
I see where this is going.
And
Yeah?
certainly your last.
Nothing I can't afford.
Another soul for the pyre.
So exhausting. Here we are.
Indeed we are. My lord, are you ready?
Yes, of course. When have I ever not been?
Well, there was that one time at your 6th wedding.
Oh, please, let's not talk about that one, Sebastian. Yeah, I wanted to say...
Yes, my lord?
Never mind. Let's get on with it. Are you ready, Sebastian?
I am, my lord.
Dearest maiden, bringer of fire who has been judged in our name, hear me and light your beacon. You who have walked this path before, grant us the wisdom of your judgment. I, Pincus von Presswald, bring you Sebastian, who has come to finish the enlightened journey of his life. He asks you to relieve him of his burdens and lays his worldly soul before you. He is ready to be judged, as you have been judged before us. You shall now speak for yourself, Sebastian Hebhart.
I, Sebastian Hebhart, give myself to the judgment of the fire. May it test the conviction of my soul, and should I be found wanting, let it consume me.
Sebastian, is it... are you... Ah, I see. I have at times, if not always, failed to show proper appreciation for your sacrifices, Sebastian. You were without doubt the finest companion any man could ask for. Today I lay to rest no servant, but my dearest friend, whose memory would be any pirate's greatest treasure, and I count myself among the richest, for it is mine.
Thank you, my lord.
Sebastian? You're back. Did you change your mind?
No, my lord. It takes a while to burn a soul in its entirety.
Ah, I see. I just thought...
For what it is worth, my lord. I am glad I held out a little longer, but it is time now, my friend. May your soul always illuminate the dark.
Yours too, Sebastian. Oh.
He's gone, Quartermaster. Truly, this time.
I understand. I suppose we ought to leave this place, then.
My blade is ready. It will be done.
Ah, the work is done. We return.
Yes. I suppose I ought to visit that mirror again. A ghostly pleasure.
Pinkas?
Hmm?
The mirror is ready for you.
I assumed it would. Well, my reflecting...
If you wish to, I can stabilize the mirror a bit longer so you can attend your hair.
Ah, I thank you, Marley. But for today, my personal vanity will rest, and I'll keep my thoughts with Sebastian. That said, if you ever feel the need for a distracting chat, I would not be disinclined.
Navigator, we must talk. Come by when you're ready.
My sight reaches
Well, well.
far.